You know, for as much as I remember about Avatar growing up, apparently I don't know nearly as much as I thought I did. Yet another banger episode, The Water Bending Scroll. Drop it now here at the Sarcastic Geek. And I've got 3 words for you. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, because as always, we're working very hard to make sure every other day new episode for you to go ahead and enjoy, as well as shorts the following day from the previous episode to kind of give you a bit of a highlight so you can kind of know what to expect going in. As always, content drops after the first minute. So I appreciate each and every one of you who have been helping out with that like button, subscribing, checking out the shorts, all that good stuff, helping me grow the channel, because by the end of February, I would like to be near 100 subscribers, or even better yet, just there with your support, we can do it. And in this episode, we're going to see some actual water bending from our avatar. So I'm excited to see exactly what all that entails. And as always, let's engage with the content.
Would you sit down? If we hit a bump, you'll go flying off. What's bugging you anyway?
It's what Avatar Roku said. I'm supposed to master all 4 elements before that comet arrives.
Well, let's see. You pretty much mastered airbending, and that only took you 112 years. I'm sure you can master 3 more elements by next summer.
That's the kind of positive reinforcement you get when you ask, like, me for advice. So that's probably not going to be what we consider ideal, Sokka. Our avatar needs some actual positive reinforcement because for once he's taking his job actually seriously. And I know it's a lot to ask of a 12-year-old, well, 112-year-old. But learning how to master every single element in the span of maybe 8 months, kind of a big ask.
Great. So what am I supposed to do?
You could clean the gunk out of Appa's toes.
So while you guys are playing in the water, I'm supposed to be hard at work picking mud out of a giant bison's feet?
Mud and bugs.
Okay.
I mean, that's one way of just accepting your job duties and details, because when you don't have the abilities to bend, well, I think the only thing you're going to be bending is Appa's toes and bringing him some serene joy, because remember, our boy, just last episode, ran a Fire Nation blockade and was able to save all of our butts. If there's anyone who deserves to have their toes cleaned and maybe have a mani-pedi day, it's Appa.
I've lost my lotus tile
Lotus tile?
for my Paicho game. Most people think the lotus tile insignificant, but it is essential for the unusual strategy that I employ.
You've changed our course for a stupid lotus tile?
See, you, like most people, underestimate its value.
Iroh, I understand you have whimsies, such as gambling and having your tea and giving just sage-like proverbs a go. But I don't think there's anything more important than your nephew being able to regain his honor, currently on our agenda. But whatever you say, I guess.
Yeah, don't get too happy. You've got to do me next.
I'm not sure who gets the worst end of the stick. Literally. Sokka or Appa? Because last time we just took a stock of what Sokka smelled like, it was not great. I can't imagine all this time on the road, our smell, our natural musk, if you will, has improved.
Just push and pull the water like this. The key is getting the wrist movement right.
Like this?
That's almost right. If you keep practicing, I'm sure eventually.
Hey, I'm bending it already.
Wow, I can't believe you got that so quickly.
I don't know why you wouldn't believe Aang got that so quickly. He's the Avatar. If there's going to be someone who is a bit of a prodigy for this thing and a quick learner, it's someone who's probably learned all 4 elements, I don't know, maybe 100, maybe 150 times and several lifetimes. It's just weird that the knowledge doesn't like pool up at a certain point where you just have an intricate knowledge of everything and the next born person just knows. But Who am I to question the spiritual world and how this works out? All we know is we're happy he's a quick study. We have 8 months. We gotta get on this thing.
It's harder than it looks, so don't be disappointed if... Nice work. Though the over-the-head flare was unnecessary.
Is the flare really unnecessary when we are considering whether or not we may live or die here in 8 months? If I'm 12 and I know I'm on a limited clock, I'm going to push forward for success and victory as quickly as possible. And it just goes to show that you're a good teacher. Don't take it too personally.
The idea is to create a big, powerful wave.
So, like this?
And Sokka was an innocent casualty. He, for once, was doing his duty. And now, well, I think he just got his booty washed. Because he's nowhere to be seen, and Appa just got a new, fresh bath after having a nice mani-pedi day. All in all, a win for just about everybody, except for Sokka.
We've got exactly 3 copper pieces left from the money that King Boomy gave us. Let's spend it wisely.
Make that 2 copper pieces, Sokka. I couldn't say no to this whistle.
It doesn't even work.
Well, we'll learn fiscal responsibility at another time. I've got 8 months to learn all the elements. Finances can take you a lifetime. Trust me, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just risking it for the biscuit out here, and with your support, well, who knows how far it'll go.
You there! I can see from your clothing that you're world-traveling types. Perhaps I can interest you in some exotic curios?
Sure. What are curios?
I'm not entirely sure, but we got 'em.
I've never seen such a fine specimen of lemur. That beast would fetch me a hefty sum if you'd be interested in bartering.
Momo's not for sale.
I'll say, how dare you offer any money for Momo? Momo would never be for sale. But also, is that like a parrot dragon on your shoulder? Wouldn't that be more rare? Maybe due to scarcity, because of the fact that lemur is basically extinct because it's only in a place that airbenders can get to, it'd be worth a lot. But still, dragon parrot, I'll take that.
Look at this, Aang. It's a water-bending scroll. Check out these crazy moves.
Where did you get a waterbending scroll?
Let's just say I got it up north at a most reasonable price. Free.
Okay, we are dealing with pirates. This is an illegal shop they are running out of the hull that we have walked headfirst into. But again, the car salesman up front etiquette should have been kind of our tip-off, because no one likes you, car salesman. No one. And them being that open about brazenly stealing from a place we're about to visit probably doesn't bode well for the character traits.
I don't haggle on items this rare.
Okay. 2 copper pieces.
It's not as amusing the second time, boy.
Aang, can we get out of here? I feel like we're getting weird looks.
Aye, we be casting off now.
Not a terrible pirate impression, and I'm not even going to attempt mine because it'd be that bad that, yeah, if you ever considered subscribing, if you heard it, you would just unsubscribe. And we can't go there yet. We're just becoming friends. We're becoming acquainted with one another. And, well, the fact Katara wanted to get off so quickly, the ship, I should say, is kind of concerning. Did she do something we're not supposed to have done?
I'll just feel a lot better once we get away from here.
Hey, you! Get back here!
Well, well. Look who's come to their senses. Told you the haggling would pay off.
Well, I would say we took something. And if I had dollars to dime, the fact that Katara is the first one backing up, I'm assuming she just stole the waterbending scroll, because it's just repurposing because they stole it, so now we steal it, so therefore it's a good thing. I guess that's one way of looking at it, but we have to deal with survival now.
Whoa! My cabbages! This place is worse than Omashu!
He cannot catch a break. But that's why we love him. Tragedy is, for us, entertainment.
I know. That's why I took this.
No way.
Isn't it great?
No wonder they were trying to hack us up. You stole their waterbending scroll.
I prefer to think of it as high-risk trading.
Good one, Katara.
An eye for an eye can make the world blind. But at the end of the day, being the Avatar kind of gives us priorities. And this is how you would do things the wrong way as the Avatar, of just kind of being like, my needs are superior to yours. In this instance, we will allow it, though, as I need to master these elements in 8 months. I'm on a clock. I'm gonna have to bend some rules to bend some water, if you know what I'm saying.
I always say the only thing better than finding something you are looking for is finding something you weren't looking for at a great bargain.
You bought a Sungi horn?
For music night on the ship.
We're buying musical instruments for our ship? What, is Chad and Riku just performing for everybody on music nights? Iroh on drums, Zuko as our angsty lead singer, wearing My Chemical Romance style makeup, and just belting his lungs out about honor. I can't see it happening, but it could be entertaining if that is what is happening on this ship.
What's so funny?
I'm sorry, but you deserve that. You've been duped. She's only interested in teaching herself.
Aang will get his turn once I figure out the water wind.
I think you need to ask consent before you just start smacking people on the butt, Katara. I know now's not a time to really pick on you because your ego has been damaged, but again, you're a teenager. These things happen. They happen to adults more often than you'd think as well. With her ego bruised, we're going to be a tad sensitive and likely lash out at some folks we probably shouldn't.
You'll get it. You just gotta shift your way through the stances. There. See? The key to bending is...
Will you please shut your air hole? Believe it or not, your infinite wisdom gets a little old sometimes. Why don't we just throw the scroll away since you're so naturally gifted?
Jealousy is not a good look for you, Katara, because that was next level lash out. I understand having a little bit of trouble, a little bit of a meltdown, a little bit acting up. That was crazy.
Shouldn't we stop to search the woods?
We don't need to stop. They stole a waterbending scroll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll be on the water.
Oh, this is a fun alliance. We have bloodthirsty cutthroats who are really, really good at their job because they're stealing from the Northern Water Tribe, which we're assuming is the best one because we saw the South. It's hanging in there by Freckle and a Mole, and it's not in the best case scenario. The North, as is to be expected, is probably likely better. Now that we've got these bloodthirsty cutthroats on us, plus Zuko and gang, well, I don't really like our chances as much as I would like to.
Shh. Oh no.
You just silence, Momo. You're the one who's acting up, and you're the one acting out of line. But again, I can't honestly blame her. As a teenager, did any of us always listen to the rules the first time, even if they logically made sense? You wanted what you wanted. You went after it because you wanted it. Was there any logic to it? No, it was just as base level as, I want to do it, so I'm going to do the thing. And then you deal with the repercussions later that usually were clearly laid out for you in front of it, but you still manage to step in it anyway.
Ugh. Ah! Let go of me!
I'll save you from the pirates.
Well, we really stepped in it this time. At least Zuko's there for us.
Tell me where he is, and I won't hurt you or your brother.
Go jump in the river.
Try to understand. I need to capture him to restore something I've lost. My honor. Perhaps in exchange I can restore something you've lost.
My mother's necklace.
That was probably the best deal we're gonna get. Zuko was actually being semi-reasonable, which for him, huge plus. He's growing, maturing. But there's no way we could have said yes to that in any circumstance.
I wonder how much money this is worth.
No!
A lot, apparently. Now you help me find what I want. You'll get this back, and everyone goes home happy. Search the woods for the boy and meet back here.
Fine.
And then Zuko apparently is an excellent negotiator. He just strong-armed pirates. Out of nowhere. All we had as backup was Chad and Riku, who were probably on break, and a couple of their friends. Iroh probably would have swayed the odds in our favor, but at the same time, the pirates don't know who Iroh is and what he's about. I think they were just lazy in terms of being aggressive on this one, so shout out to Zuko. Big W today.
I got him! Come on! Oh, what? I'm not good enough to kidnap?
Ask, and you shall receive. Unfortunately, what we are receiving is a good old-fashioned kidnapping via pirates. They made it look a lot easier than Zuko's ever made it, so that may hurt our ego a little bit, but job's done.
Aang, this is all my fault.
No, Katara, it isn't.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Iroh, my dude. You did not have to chime in there. You are always sage-like and wise and usually right. Unfortunately, right this time as well. But you could have just... Don't do what I do. Just let it go.
I'm just saying, it's bad business sense. Just imagine how much the Fire Lord would pay for the Avatar. You guys would be set for life.
Keep the scroll. We can buy 100 with the reward we'll get from the kid.
I don't know if Sokka just saved our butts or literally put our butts onto the barbecue. There is no middle ground on this. Either way, the Avatar is going to the Fire Lord. It's just one's going for a lot of money or one's going for the price of honor and a waterbending scroll. Either way, Ozai's just sitting at home winning.
Thanks, Momo. I owe you a bushel of apples.
Yeah, you owe Momo a bit more than a bushel of apples. Add an apology onto that, and we have a deal. Like 3 more inches backwards, and that would have impaled us. Sometimes it's so much better to be lucky than to be good.
Where? I can't find you!
I'm right here!
Let's just pull that back real quick. Just pull it back. Just pretend nobody saw that and that I'm not surrounded. We're all good here. Nothing to see here.
Katara, you're okay! Help me get this boat back in the water so we can get out of here.
I'm just perplexed here how creative and how smart we've been thus far. We have 2 people that can waterbend. Heck, the airbender could push it back into the water rather easily. Why are we physically trying to maneuver this? Sokka is not jacked. Aang barely has arms. Katara, she uses her arms for waterbending. Let's not make things stupid. Use our strengths, not our weaknesses. to help us get out of here.
Everybody in!
Are you so busy fighting you cannot see your own ship has set sail?
We have no time for your proverbs, Uncle.
It's no proverb.
Bleeding hog monkeys!
That is a new saying that needs to come back. Bleeding hog monkeys. Why did I add Southern drawl into that? They're pirates. See, this is why I don't do accents. It rarely works out well. George Takei from a few episodes ago, probably the best it's gonna get. It's all downhill from here, folks.
Hey! That's my boat!
Did we see the beginning of a straight mooning? Like, what 30-year-old... Well, okay, a pirate. I was gonna say, like, what 30-year-old man just straight up moons a 15-year-old? Out of all the weird things to do, showing someone your backside bare, I don't really understand who's winning in this scenario. It's not even like I'm taunting you. It's just showing you something that no one really wants to see. Why? Don't know.
Hey, you did the water whip.
I couldn't have done it without your help.
Will you two quit congratulating each other and help me out?
Sometimes you do forget that Sokka is like maybe 14, 16, somewhere in there, and is just doing his damnedest to, you know, be a physically strong warrior, but hasn't like hit puberty all the way through yet. Compared to the two prodigies, he's kind of pulling up in the rear, but as we saw earlier, I guess his common sense of pitting these two forces against each other was well thought out. 10 more points for Momo. 2 bushels of apple, 1 apology, and a good scratch behind the ears for good measure.
That's good.
You know, them throwing Sokka like that felt exceptionally personal. There's no reason you should grab somebody and just, wah, right into a mast. That was unnecessarily rude.
Oh no!
Have you lost your mind? This is no time for flute practice!
Sokka with the get back, though. I will definitely give him that. A spinning roundhouse kick to the face will solve basically 80% of fights. Unless someone's like a trained fighter, they're eating it. And I am not trained, so I would be asleep.
We're doing it!
But we have another problem.
This list of problems and woes that face the Avatar ever gets smaller. I've worked on waterbending up till a very, very good degree early in one day. Like, I'm speed running waterbending right now. And I'm still going to get rammed by a abandoned Fire Nation ship over a waterfall to my death. Just, what more bad luck could I possibly have?
I knew a bison whistle would come in handy.
You didn't know. You guessed right. You just thought it was cute. It's okay. I'll buy the Aura Farm because we are all still alive.
My boat!
Prince Zuko, you're really going to get a kick out of this. The lotus tile was in my sleeve the whole time!
I just traded my ship accidentally off a waterfall after fighting with pirates and largely injuring our crew, so you could realize you had the lotus tile on your person the whole time. Well, is anyone you're going to forgive? It's Iroh. What do you do, stay mad? Okay, we're going to stay mad. That was a hell of a throw, though, so... We still going to have to go get that, though, is probably the bad thing, because I can't imagine Iroh's just going to let that one slide. Why is the understanding yes? Someone who's going to let his game just slip him by? Not so much.
Besides, who needs that stupid scroll anyway?
Is that really how you feel?
The scroll!
First, what did you learn?
Stealing is wrong. Unless it's from pirates.
That seems to be the moral of the lesson today, is stealing is always wrong. Unless it's from someone who's more crooked than you, or someone you think is more morally bereft than you, in which case, I don't endorse this message, but Avatar: The Last Airbender does. So if you want to call me after your court hearing, don't. I can't help you. And that is episode 9, titled The Water Bending Scroll. Aang, kind of a prodigy, picking up things early on. Zuko, working on his negotiation skills and his patience, as Iroh seems to be testing him throughout this episode inadvertently. And I'm sure he doesn't feel it's a burden, but at the same time, he's just lucky that the Avatar somehow got involved, or this would have been a complete waste of time, and Zuko may have officially blown his lid. And once more, we should really give our team MVP to Momo for coming in clutch over and over again throughout that episode. I have been the Sarcastic Geek. Be sure you did hit that like button and you did subscribe, because those are the 3 most important words: like and subscribe. I have been the Sarcastic Geek. I'll see you in the next one.